Hi everyone, my name is Lydia. I go by my middle name Masol the Bright on all my social media platforms. I'm a mother of 7 and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to continue from where we left last time. I'm going to try to be snappy and be short and brief. Apologies for my previous videos. I think I went overboard. I went over 15 minutes, I guess. I think my first one was 20 something minutes, so I apologize. And then the second one was 15 minutes and some seconds, so that one I think I was still within time. Today I'll try my best not to go over 15 minutes as promised. The coming weeks and like the coming days, I'm still on the coming days. It was tough. I remember very well, like I said, I would wake up in the middle of the night. I wasn't sleeping. I think I developed this anxiety. I think a day or two after his death, I developed anxiety, and I got insomnia as well. And so every night I will be restless. I'll just keep on, going, because I was scared to kind of like close my eyes. And I felt like if I closed my eyes, something was going to happen. Because my husband died in his sleep, I became very anxious, and I was very scared to kind of put myself to sleep. So every night I would just keep going around. I'll move from one child to the other, and when I go, I will just put my hand here and check and make sure that the child is breathing. Then I'll go to the next person, then I'll check them, make sure the child is breathing. That's what I would do. And then once I found out that they are all okay, I will come back and I'll sit in my chair in my living room, and then sometimes I'll try to doze off, and then I'll just wake up, and then I'll go back and I'll do the checks and the rounds again. All that time, like I said, my uncle was with me in the night, and my uncle would sleep in the living room. And so every night I'll walk downstairs to the living room, and then he will ask me if I'm okay, and I'll be like, I'm okay, and then he would take me to bed. And then I remember he told me after that there was a couple of times that he heard me scream in the middle of the night. I don't know whether maybe I was having a dream or something. And then he said I'll quickly run downstairs. But he said that I'll run downstairs and I'll be calling my husband's name, Madina, Madina. And then I'll come there and nothing has happened. And then he would take me back to bed. So I don't know. I think maybe I guess at that time, all that time I was having this anxiety, and I was having nightmares as well. Remember I told you that all that time I still have this faith that my husband was going to wake up. Why I was thinking that, I don't know. And so that Friday came, that the day that it was supposed to be my daughter's birthday. That day I decided I didn't want her to leave. I don't know why, but I just didn't feel like life was fair to me. I felt like, what was the point? And I know very well how I have struggled with this, my daughter, and how I went into coma after birth. Like I said, that will also be another topic. And how we kind of like the struggles that we both have been through, and to see my daughter, and the year before that, when we wanted to celebrate my daughter's christening, my daughter had fell ill, and she has been taken and admitted to Mayday for 3 weeks, and we missed that summer. We missed that summer, and we couldn't do baby's christening because baby was born in March, and then March 22nd, and we were gonna do the christening somewhere in August. And baby fell ill, and we couldn't do the christening. We ended up spending the whole, the whole period that we've used to plan the christening in hospital. And when we came back, the summer was almost, was through and was getting cold. And my husband said, because baby was not well, we should just wait and, shift it to the following year. But because baby's birthday was in March, my husband said no, she wasn't going to let this birthday pass, and that baby needed to celebrate it. So that was why he was doing all this preparation, and that too couldn't happen. So I became kind of like, started questioning myself, like, what is happening? Why all this? And so that baby's birthday, that day, I just wanted to die. Yeah, I wanted to die. But for me, I didn't wanted to do it myself. I didn't wanted to kill myself because I felt like if I kill myself, it will be a weakling on me, on my path, and it's also not a very good role model for me to set for the children. I felt like if I do that myself, I will be making the kids to believe that when life treats you unfairly and you want, when life treats you unfair, the only options for you is to just take your own life. I didn't want the children to believe that death was the only solution when they are struggling through life. So I just didn't want to do myself. So I think that was how I kind of like decided that, okay, I've not eaten for 5 days, so I'm gonna continue this starvation, hunger, because I think, so I decided that I wasn't going to eat anything or drink anything. So on that, my husband died. I told you that he died on the 17th of March. My daughter's birthday was on the 22nd. So on that 22nd, I did not eat nothing. I did not drink nothing. I just wanted to die. So in the evening, my head started pounding. The pain that I was getting, the severe headaches, it was too much. It was unbearable. And I remember my husband's friend at that time has visited because Sir Richie and another couple of friends and Kwakudia, my son, which I call him, my dear Nina's homeboy, they were coming there every day after work. So they have visited and we were talking, and they know that I wasn't paying attention for whatever they were telling me. I wasn't listening. I wasn't even hearing. And then I told them that I was a terrible headache. At that time, I forget to mention that at that time my sister has come here. So my sister has traveled all the way from Warsaw, and he was here with me. So my sister told them that I have not eaten anything, and neither have I drank anything. So I think that is one of the the factors, or one of the reasons why I'm getting the headache. So Sir Richie asked me if I wanted anything that he should get for me. He asked me if I wanted cocoa. I said no. Do you want malt? I said no. Anything he asked me, I said no. I'm just okay. And then all of a sudden, the house getting very cold. It was in March. Obviously, March is kind of a bit cold. But we had the heaters on, because with me, when it's winter, because I have young children, my heater stays on the whole winter. The heaters were on, but the living room felt unusual coldness. It was like freezing, literally. And in a moment, I felt like the place was vibrating. And so the more it vibrate, the more headache I get. And so I got up and I told them that I wanted to, go to bed. Remember that I've told you that since my husband passed away, I have never slept, not even for 10 minutes. But that day, I said I wanted to go to bed. Immediately, according to my husband's friend, immediately I left the place. That severe wind that was hovering in the living room followed me upstairs. Because they said when I got up, the wind left the place. When I went upstairs to my room, I could feel the wind there, and it was vibrating and intensifying. And something, I don't know why, but something told me it was my husband. So I just mentioned in his name and I said, Madina, I'm tired. I got a headache. I just, went in bed, and that was the first time I slept since my husband passed away. I slept like a baby that day. And I woke up around 4. So when I woke up, I don't know whether I was dreaming, but I screamed, obviously. And my sister got up and she asked me if I was okay. And I said, oh, I left Sir Richie downstairs. And they said, oh, they're gone. And then she said, do you know the time? And I said, what's the time? And then she told me that it's 4 something a.m. And I said, oh, really? So I've been sleeping that long. Then my sister said, I'm happy for you. For the first time I came here, you were able to close your eyes. And then I said, yeah. So as I decided to go to my room, my son, my big boy, Emmanuel, he woke up and said to me, Mommy, Daddy was here. And then I said, really? Where? Did you see him? Then he said, no, I didn't see him. But I heard the two of you. You were dancing and you were giggling. That's your laugh. You know that's your laugh? You were doing it. And so my sister was just looking at both of us. And then my sister did like this. I guess your husband came here last night. And then I just turned and I head straight to my room. And I talked to nobody. I just went to my room and I shut the door. And I just sat there. And then I sat there for a while. And my son came in. And he knocked. And he said, Mom, do you believe me? I said, Daddy was here. And I said, yes, I do. I believe you. And then he said, is Daddy really dead? And I said, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know. I don't know because part of me, I feel is gone. But part of me is telling me otherwise. The day my husband passed away too, all I did was screaming and screamed. I could not shed a single tears that day. And that I did not understand. So I said to my son, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And then she said, let's pray, Mom. Maybe he will wake up. Just like you woke up when you went to give birth to baby. And I just gave him a little smile. And I rubbed his back. And I told him, whatever happened, we are going to pull through. And then he said, okay, Mom. Then he went back. I sat down for a while. Before then, my washing machine was not working. And Sir Richie and a friend of mine, Yaya, has called in a plumber to come and, no, what do you call it? Is it a plumber or electrician? Has called in somebody to come and check it out the night before. And the person came and said that there was one gasket, whatever, I don't even know the name, that thing was gone. And so if he needs to repair it, he must to order that one, blah, blah, blah. I think the costs involved was equally the same as buying a new one. So we decided to buy a new one. So I made them help me pull that washing machine out. And I ordered myself a new washing machine. Then when I went downstairs, the washing machine has been pulled back to where it was. So I came back and I asked my sister, did you pull the machine back? And he said, no. And he said, why? And I said, I remember, yesterday when Sir Richie was here, we pulled it back because it wasn't working. And I ordered a new one. And he said, yeah. And I said, well, they pulled the machine back there. And then I said, perhaps, then I think my husband came here. Then that time I believed that there was spirit. And I said, I think that my husband came here. Maybe he fixed it. So I just said, let me try it. I put things in the machine. I started, the whole machine was working. Then I was smiling. I was smiling because it gave me comfort, and I knew that my husband, from that point, I knew he was part of me. I knew from that point that he hasn't gone to sleep. I knew from that point that he will come to my aid when I need him. So I just got comforted. Then the machine started working. So when the new one came, the new one became a spare, which I have it now in my house as a spare. Okay? So the coming weeks, every night before I'll go to bed, I'll fetch water. Apologies. So in the coming days, before I'll go to bed, I'll fetch water and I'll leave it at the entrance. I don't know why I was doing that, but I felt like my husband would definitely come home to visit and he might be thirsty and he might drink it. But the next day I'll wake up and the water is still there. So he didn't come. So I'll take it and then I'll spill it out. And then in the evening when I'm going to bed, I'll do the same thing. I did that. I continued to do that as long as he was not buried. I did that till the day he was buried. Why I was doing it, that one I don't know. But when he passed away, then my mom called me and they started giving me the things, the do's and don'ts of a widow, what I'm supposed to do and what I shouldn't do. We'll talk about that on my next video. My 15 minutes is up. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and I shall see you on my next video. Bye.